Hello bakers, and welcome back to episode 9 of Behind the Bake Off. If you missed last week's blast from the past recipe for Tudor jumbles, the link for that is down below, but this week the bakers were asked to make a yeast-risen cake called Savarin. This patisserie classic features a light and fluffy sponge soaked in a sweet syrup and topped with fruit and chantilly cream. To begin with, you'll want to prepare the sponge by mixing 350 grams of plain flour with 50 grams of sugar and 10 grams of instant yeast. Whisk together 6 eggs, 3 tablespoons of milk, half a teaspoon of salt, and then pour into your dry mix before mixing together for 5 minutes. Gradually add in 180 grams of butter until nice and shiny. Stir in the zest of a lemon and an orange, cover with cling film, and then leave to rise for 1 hour. While the batter is rising, you can make the syrup. Heat 300 grams of sugar, the juice of 1 lemon, and 150 milliliters of water in a pan until the sugar dissolves. Remove from the heat and then add in 100 milliliters of orange liqueur and allow to cool completely. For the chocolate discs, you'll want to temper it to get a nice and shiny finish. Melt 3/4 of your chocolate over simmering water, remove from the heat and then add in the remaining chocolate, stirring until cool. Pour the chocolate into a piping bag and then pipe an oval onto greaseproof paper. Once set, melt some white chocolate and then pipe the word Savarin on top of the disc. For the caramel shards, pour 150 grams of sugar into a pan with 60 milliliters of water. Give it a quick swirl and then avoid stirring until it turns a nice golden brown. Pour the caramel onto a lined tray and leave to cool completely before cracking with a knife. Once the batter has risen, grease your cake ring and then pour the cake mix in. Cover with cling film and then leave to rise for another 45 minutes. Bake the Savarin for 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Once golden brown, place on a rack to cool for 5 minutes. Remove the Savarin from your mould and then pour in half the syrup. Carefully place the Savarin back into the mould and then allow to cool completely. Once all the syrup is soaked in, place the remaining syrup into a dish, flip the Savarin over and allow to soak for a further 5 minutes. For the chantilly cream, whisk 300 milliliters of double cream, 1 tablespoon of icing sugar and half a teaspoon of vanilla until it forms soft peaks. Place the Savarin onto your serving plate and pipe the cream along the top and in the middle. Decorate with sliced fruits. I've used mango, kiwi and raspberries, and then finish with your caramel shards and your chocolate disc. And there you go, your Savarin is ready to serve. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Behind the Bake Off. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe and I'll see you for our final episode next week.